Hi guys, it is the 16th of June 2025 and the time is 10:08 p.m. There have been changes over at ICC. I left to return home on the 4th of June and ICC had changed on that date, and it was notable because an extremely important decree went out on that date. Here is the image that was being used. It's a message to me. It is about mother and son, the baby born, if you like. 404 in the Greek concordance actually means to refresh. And if you press the home button over at ICC, the page will refresh. This morning it had changed again. I was waiting for another change after seeing this image, and leading over to In Christum Credent at the YouTube, we can from there go back to the website ICC and look who is there now. I found this in the early hours of this morning. Again, pressing home, the page refreshes and there is Yahweh sitting upon his throne, cedar throne, meaning royalty, in the clouds of heaven. However, the message here is that the Father is seated upon the throne within his Son, who is upon the earth. Scrolling down, Pope Benedict's shield, coat of arms, in solid gold. And then check back later, pressing to subscribe again over to the YouTube from where we have come. Not only that, the night watch stopped yesterday morning at 7:31 a.m, so that was June the 15th. The night watch was being controlled by Yahweh since his departure. It would mostly trail behind time within the veil, inside of time. It always kept the correct day, even though the date may change, but it always kept the correct day. I spoke to a watchmaker about it and he said that it's impossible to do that. His first question was, does it need battery replacing? I said, no. There was nothing wrong with it keeping time. And the fact that it was always on the correct day, yet the date would change. So I would I would be able to ascertain exactly the distance inside of time where we are and the time on the night watch, which I referred to as God's time. It changed on Good Friday. It had moved forward by months this time, and from that the date that it landed on, which happened to be in September the 15th, I was able to write pages and pages of messages from it. And then it went back to being approximately 13 days ahead of time, within time, meaning upon the earth. And it had maintained that distance until it stopped completely. And what does it mean? Well, in my world it means that their time is up. Time's over. It's up. Fullness of time's up. right as the world is on the edge of World War III, brought about by the synagogue of Satan and all of its cohorts. Liars, liars, liars. The BB Files. Seek it out and watch it, and just know that the same quality of liar sits within the good old US of A. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. So the message is, Yahweh insisted the Father is upon his throne within his Son, who is upon the earth. Wisdom would dictate that authorities listen to him, since judgment was given to him. Actually, Yahweh warned, if I have to get my holy angels to do it, it's not going to be pretty. Here we are.